Hello children, today we are going to do the next chapter in science, and that is Our Earth and its Neighbours. It is on page number 93. Now in the picture you can see the Earth. The dark blue portion of the Earth consists of water which covers about 3/4 of the Earth's surface. The green portion is the land which is about 1/4 of the Earth's surface, and the light blue area that you can see is the air that is surrounding the Earth, which is also called the atmosphere. You have heard about planets. Planets are the heavenly bodies that move around the sun. There are total 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All these 8 planets, along with the Sun, form the solar system. The planets do not have a light of their own. They reflect the sunlight that falls on them. This makes the planets glow. Long time ago, people thought that the earth was flat. But hundreds of years ago, sailors had proved that the earth is round. They started sailing from a certain point, sailed on, and reached the same point from where they had started. And this can happen only if the path is circular. Now when you see a ship coming towards you, then you are able to see the top part of the ship first, and later on you are able to see the bottom part right in the end. This is because the ship is sailing on a curved surface. An imaginary line passing through the center of the earth is called its axis. Now in the picture you can see the earth, and there is a line passing from top to bottom. Actually, there is no line, but we just imagine it. The earth moves around its axis in the direction from west to east. Now the earth moves round and round around the axis, and this movement is called rotation of the earth. And the earth completes one rotation in 24 hours. Rotation causes day and night. The side of the earth facing the sun has day, and the side of the earth which is away from the sun has night, as you can see in the picture. You can do this experiment at home with the help of a globe and a torch. As you can see in the picture, the half side of the globe which faces the torch gets the light, that is, it has day, and the other half which is away from the torch is dark, that is, it has night. The earth keeps rotating on its axis, and at the same time it also keeps moving around the sun. Now the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. The earth moves around the sun, or revolutes around the sun, in a fixed path which is called orbit. Now in the picture you can see the moon is revoluting around the earth. Now the moon also moves in a fixed path around the earth, which is called the orbit. The time taken by the earth to complete one revolution or one complete circle around the sun is 365.25 days. Let us talk about the sun. The sun is a very big ball of hot gases. It is the star closest to the earth. It has its own light and heat. The earth and the other planets go around the sun. The temperature on the sun's surface is about 5,400 degrees. You can't even imagine how hot it is, because on earth a very hot day can have a temperature of just 50 degrees when people and animals start dying. All the planets move around the sun. The heavenly bodies that move around the planets are called the satellites of the planets. So, the moon is a satellite of the earth, and it is called the natural satellite of the earth. Now, as the earth rotates around its axis in 24 hours, similarly, the moon also rotates around its own axis in 27 and 1/3 days. And the moon takes about 27 and 1/3 days to complete one revolution around the earth. Let us learn the different phases or different shapes of the moon. Number 1 is the new moon, when the moon is between the sun and the earth and we cannot see it at all. Then comes number 2, the crescent moon. Then number 3, the half moon or the first quarter. Then we can see number 4, which is more than half, called the gibbous moon. And in the end, number 5, the full moon. Now you all know what are stars. You see them every night. Stars have light of their own. Earlier, Sun was the biggest star known to us, but other stars have been discovered which are bigger than the Sun. In today's date, the biggest star is UV Scuti. Now, what are constellations? Some stars form patterns in the sky. These group of stars are called constellations. Now, different constellations have been given different names. Like this one you can see in the picture is called Ursa Major or the Great Bear. In this picture you can see two more constellations. One is Scorpius and the other is Orion. Now, who are astronomers? Astronomers are people who study the sun, the moon, the stars and the planets. Now, some famous Indian astronomers are Aryabhat. He was the first man to tell us that the earth is round, and he also told us that the moon does not have its own light, but it reflects the light of the sun. Then we have the astronomer Varahamihir. He discovered many things in maths and physics. Then there is another famous astronomer, Bhaskara. He discovered the method how planets move. There are 5 Jantar Mantars built by Maharaja Savai Jai Singh, the king of Amber. They are in Jaipur, Ujjain, Varanasi, Mathura and Delhi. Now, Maharaja Savai Jai Singh had built these Jantar Mantars to study stars. In this picture, you can see the Jantar Mantar which is in Jaipur. This is the picture of the Mantar which is in Delhi. Now children, your chapter ends here. Now you have to read the chapter again very carefully from the book. And after this, I will send you the assignments very soon in the next session. Okay, bye-bye.